Women according to their zodiac sign who are always protected by higher powers. Who protects a woman when even fate seems to be against her. There are those whom an invisible force protects from the worst storms, whispers in their ears when the world is silent, and quietly leads them away from trouble. Their path seems to be framed by invisible light, not because they are sinless, but because somewhere above them stands a higher will. Among all the signs of the zodiac, there are chosen ones, women who cannot be broken, even when everything around them is falling apart. Their energy is like a shield created by themselves. Their faith, kindness, and strength of spirit. They are not destroyed by envy, nor are they touched by evil, because every blow of fate only strengthens their inner power. In this video, you will learn which women, according to their zodiac sign, have this special gift, the protection of higher powers. Those for whom the light always shows the right path, even in the darkness. Those who are born to go through difficulties and emerge from them stronger. Stay until the end. What follows will change your attitude toward your own sign. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new revelations about the power that lives within you. The first sign is Virgo. A Virgo woman is someone whom life treats with particular precision, as if an invisible force protects her every step. She does not call for help, but the universe itself reacts when her peace is disturbed. It is as if she is surrounded by an invisible shield created from pure intentions and honesty. Virgos do not need loud words. Their strength lies in their actions, discipline, and inner order. They are able to notice details that others do not see, and this is what saves them from many mistakes. When everything seems broken, it is at this moment that space seems to recede, giving them a path to recovery. Her protection manifests itself in the fact that she does not meet random people. Everyone who appears nearby has a specific mission. Someone teaches patience, someone opens the way to self-respect, someone to faith in one's own value. Virgo is protected through understanding. She sees signs that others ignore and senses when it is better to stop. Higher powers do not abandon her even when she herself does not believe in support. Events simply unfold in such a way that everything that could have been a disaster turns into experience. When she is silent, it is not weakness. It is a moment when healing silence works on her. Her pure thoughts create an invisible order around her, and even in chaos, she is able to maintain harmony. She has a special connection with space. It is as if someone great is quietly putting everything in its place. People wonder why things become calmer after she appears, why other people's conflicts dissolve. The reason is simple. Virgo unconsciously carries within herself a part of the harmony that the higher powers bestow upon the chosen ones. She is protected even through difficulties. If she loses something important, it is not a punishment, but a clearing of the path. If doors close, it is not a defeat, but a reorientation towards what is truly hers. Her life resembles the geometry of fate, precision, balance, logic, and hidden in this clarity is support that cannot be seen but can be felt at every step. Virgo does not succumb to darkness because the light within her cannot be extinguished. She does not ask, she acts. When someone around her breaks down, she silently pulls herself together and moves on, and that is when the higher powers strengthen her, imperceptibly but decisively. In the most difficult moments, people, events, or even small things always appear next to her, pushing her toward the right decision. She does not realize it, but it is because of her that the world is balanced. Her precision, analytical skills, and purity of thought become the energy pillar on which balance rests. Virgo cannot be broken. Her inner core is not pride, but a deep belief that justice exists. She carries an invisible mission: to maintain order where everything is falling apart. And that is why she is never left alone. When she falls, circumstances conspire to pick her up. When someone tries to humiliate her, the truth comes out. When she is betrayed, life brings her together with those who value her honesty. This connection with the higher powers is not a privilege, but a consequence of her essence. She carries within herself the structure of goodness, order, and responsibility. That is why the world does not allow her to disappear into darkness. Her task is to be a beacon in a sea of chaos, and as long as she remains calm, an invisible guard stands over her. Higher powers do not speak to her with words. They act through circumstances, synchronicity, and strange coincidences that save her. Virgo may not notice this, but her life is proof that true order in the world begins with those who are invisibly protected. The second sign is Capricorn. A Capricorn woman is a person in whom strength and endurance are intertwined with profound wisdom. She does not live in a world of chance. Her every step, every word, every action is deliberate. But behind it all lies not just logic, but a higher program, protected by invisible forces. Capricorns do not ask for help, do not complain, and do not show weakness. But the universe always stands behind them, especially when they are fighting alone. Their life path is like climbing a steep slope, where they walk confidently, even if their feet are scraped and their heart is tired. And when it seems that they have no strength left, something invisible picks them up, forcing them to move forward again. Her protection works differently than others. Higher powers do not take away her trials. On the contrary, they give them to her, but always within limits that she can withstand. Capricorn goes through pain not because she is doomed, but because she has a special gift: to remain steadfast where others lose their balance. There is greatness hidden in her silence. She does not seek sympathy, and that is why she receives the most powerful support from above. Invisible doors open when she herself does not even expect it. Her strength lies in silence. She carries a depth that is difficult to understand, but easy to feel. The people around her sometimes do not realize why everything becomes stable when she is nearby. As if her energy strengthens the foundation of the world. She is protected because she maintains balance. If she falls, space does not allow her to remain down. Situations turn around so that she finds her way back up again. And every time Capricorn thinks she has reached her limit, life quietly whispers, "You haven't seen what you're capable of yet." In moments when she loses everything, the deepest purification comes. She is protected through loss, through silence, through the testing of faith. Because only in this way can those who are destined to stand firm be tempered. Her destiny is not ease, but height. She was born to show that true stability lies not in indifference, but in faithfulness to oneself. That is why the higher powers do not allow her to stray from the path. Even when she hesitates, events unfold in such a way as to turn her back in the direction that leads to strength. A Capricorn woman is capable of carrying the whole world on her shoulders and not asking for rewards. This is both her blessing and her trial. Her protection comes from people who appear just when she is on the brink, from random phrases that become clues, from closed doors that actually save her from unnecessary pain. Everything that seems like a loss is actually hidden protection. She may not notice it, but every day of her life is the result of the subtle work of those who stand above her. Capricorn never dissolves into chaos. Her internal structure is so precise that even when the world collapses, she remains a center of stability. Higher powers protect her because she channels the energy of endurance needed by everyone around her. Sometimes her life seems harsh, but it is precisely this harshness that shapes her steadfastness. She will not break because there is something greater behind her, an order that does not allow darkness to penetrate further. Capricorn rarely talks about her feelings, but deep down, she knows that no matter what happens, she is not alone. Higher powers lead her to places where she can build, create, and strengthen. She was born to be a pillar of support, and as long as she stands, the world is in balance. This is her purpose, and that is why no storm can destroy her path. She does not seek protection, because her own will is already a shield that the world only strengthens. And as long as she remains true to herself, she will always have quiet but unyielding protection. The third sign is Sagittarius. A Sagittarius woman is not just an inspired personality, but a person who is guided through life by invisible forces, preventing her from falling even when the world around her is falling apart. Her path is always fraught with risk, but she miraculously emerges from the worst situations unscathed. It is as if someone is holding her hand at the moment when everything should end. There is always a moment in her life when it seems that there is no way out, and that is when new doors open. These doors appear not by chance, but because of a special spiritual code that has been with her since birth. The world often tests her strength. She may not get what she deserves for a long time, but when the time comes, she gets more than she could have imagined. This mechanism works clearly. While others stumble, she moves on because she can see the meaning in what others call failure. Even when she loses everything, she has one thing left, an inner fire that never goes out. This fire is her connection to the higher powers. It does not shine outwardly, but it changes the events around her. A Sagittarius woman never asks for help, and that is why she receives it. When she is silent, the universe acts. Often, she herself does not realize how many times she has been protected. She was accidentally late and avoided trouble. She refused a project and saved herself from losses. She didn't meet someone and thus saved her heart. The law of spiritual synchronicity works on her. Everything that seems like a delay is protection. Everything that looks like an escape is actually salvation. When she laughs, the world reacts. Her energy lifts others, but few understand that behind it lies a constant internal struggle. She is strong because she cannot be otherwise. Even when fatigue sets in, she keeps going. She has a rare trait, faith in goodness, even when darkness surrounds her. It is for this faith that she is protected. Sometimes it seems that everything is against her. Plans fall apart, people betray her, doors close. But each such moment is not the end, but a rearrangement of the path. Higher powers never allow her to lose herself. They stop her if a step leads to an abyss, and push her if a bold choice must be made. That is why her life seems contradictory, ups and downs. But in reality, it is a staircase that she climbs higher and higher. Her protection manifests itself through people. There is always someone who will help at the right time. Even strangers unconsciously play the role of guardians. They may appear for a moment, but they can change everything. The universe puts them next to her exactly when she needs them. A Sagittarius woman is not alone, even if she thinks otherwise. Her strength lies in her openness, in her ability to trust when others have already given up. She has a special trait, the ability to turn pain into inspiration. What breaks others purifies her. It is this ability that makes her a favorite of the higher powers. They see that she does not seek revenge or destroy, but learns, grows, and becomes deeper. So every time life throws her into the maelstrom of events, she emerges renewed, and those who watch from the sidelines think it is just luck. But luck is only the outer shell of her invisible protection. The Sagittarius woman knows no boundaries. She was born to move forward, even if the path is unlit. And that is why a light that others cannot see always shines upon her. Her heart is a compass that guides her through the darkness. And as long as she remains true to herself, and does not give up on her dreams, no force of darkness can touch her. This woman is not made for a simple life, but for a life in which every step matters. She knows no fear of change because deep down she feels that no matter what happens, she will not be abandoned. And indeed, when others fall, she is supported by hands that are invisible but always there. The fourth sign is Taurus. A Taurus woman is the embodiment of calmness, confidence, and deep inner strength that cannot be explained by logic. She lives as if there is an invisible wall around her, warm, soft, but impenetrable to evil. She is protected by higher powers, not because she asks for it, but because of her state of mind. She possesses a rare harmony, a clear mind combined with a kind heart, and this balance creates an energy shield around her. Any storm that sweeps away others only lightly touches her, reminding her that she is protected. In this woman's life, there are almost always moments when something could have gone wrong. But at the last moment, the situation changes. A phone call, a chance delay, a postponed meeting. All these are links in an invisible chain of protection. She may not even realize how often fate rewrites events in her favor. Higher powers do not allow her to lose her balance because they know that if she falls, everything around her will collapse. Her stability is the stability of the space in which she lives. A Taurus woman has a special energy that does not tolerate falsehood. People who come with insincere intentions quickly disappear from her life. No quarrels, no conflicts. They are simply taken away. And vice versa. Those who are able to support, give strength, and share the path remain. This selection does not happen consciously. This is how her spiritual protection works. She is never alone, even if it seems that the world has turned away. There is always someone nearby to help, even if it is a stranger on the street or a casual acquaintance who suddenly becomes important. Her home is a place where darkness cannot penetrate. Everything she creates is filled with peace and confidence. When she cooks, cleans, or cares for plants or animals, her movements are filled with the same power with which the universe enlivens nature. Through these actions, she maintains the balance between the human world and the spiritual world, and for this, she is protected. A Taurus woman never acts in haste. She is able to wait, observe, and take action when others have already lost patience. This is her strength. She does not follow her emotions, but listens to the rhythm of life. When she needs to stop, she stops. When she needs to act, she acts without hesitation. And it is in these moments that the world seems to part, giving her way. What others call luck is actually harmony between her inner world and higher laws. She does not need to be taught resilience. She was born with it. When others lose their footing, she remains steadfast because she believes only in what has been tested by the heart. And for this steadfastness, the universe is always on her side. Even when everything around her is changing, she stands like a tree with roots deep in the ground. This tree is not afraid of the winds because it knows that after the storm, there is always calm. She has an amazing ability to transform everything she touches. Even chaos around her becomes orderly. She can enter a space where tension reigns and, without words, make it calm. This is a manifestation of her heavenly protection, an energy that dissolves negativity. Higher powers heal others through her. Her presence is medicine for the soul, and her silence is deeper than any words. But the most interesting thing is that she herself rarely realizes her own power. She often thinks that it just happened that way, although it is her inner peace that creates these miracles. The world reacts to her the way water reacts to the moon, gently but inevitably. And so, every time someone tries to harm her, events unfold in such a way that evil returns to its source. A Taurus woman will never be defenseless. Even in the most difficult times, something greater than luck protects her. This is not a promise of a peaceful life, but a guarantee that no trial will break her. She is created to preserve the world around her, and therefore, higher powers stand behind her, not allowing even the slightest crack to destroy her inner world.